All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Sunny. Thank you for putting your points towards our challenge for our friend. Hey, hello, welcome in. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that. Welcome everybody to my stream here. My name is Tahoe Anime, and I will be working on some book stuff today, hopefully. Either some design or book or some type of art related materials. How long have you been playing this game? I've been playing the art game for a long time. Did I set it wrong? Do I not have it set correctly? No, okay. It is set to art still. Whew. I always forget because we switch between doing our podcast episode in the evening time on Sundays and Mondays. I always have to do a quick change to put everything back together for the art streams here. So, yeah, I'm going to try to pronounce Saku Shizuku. I know I'm missing part of the end. I might have said that right. I might have gotten close. I think close, not perfect, probably. So yeah, we're going to be working on artwork here today. I'm currently working on my third picture book in my Stitch Tales series. So we've got characters to work on, we've got pages to edit and do, all kinds of stuff like that today. So we might bounce around a little bit on which programs and stuff we're using. We're currently starting off in Adobe Illustrator. Depending on what I need to get done. Oops, I need to turn that off. Might have to swap over to Canva. Just really depends. What I've got going on, if I'm working on some more of the marketing stuff or anything else like that. But yeah, that's what we got going on. Trying to get this self-publishing thing off the ground, doing the things. Like, it's not hard to publish a book and get it out there to the world, but getting people to see it and notice it and want to pick it up, buy it, any of those things, that's the hard part. So yeah, but since Sunny redeemed his channel points for our assistant here, we can swap over to our live assistant cam, which is not active at the moment. We turn that on. There it is. Oh, he's standing up, letting the heater blow right on him. Oh, there you go. He was laying down, but he's not laying down right now. Yeah, thank you, Sunny, for doing that. That puts us at 31% raised for the month. So if people hang out, watch the streams, and collect their stream points here, which are called the buttons points, you can actually redeem them for other things here in the channel. You can lurk, you can cheer for me or Dreamer. Those are usually, we use those for our podcast, but you can use them here if you would like. Other things, there's a suggestion box. If there's something that you would like to see in the channel or want to ask a question, you can actually use the suggestion box to send that in. You can pet our assistant here. Let me see if I have it set up correctly. I do. So if you pet our assistant by redeeming it, it does a little pet here.
Tahoe Anime Pet the Assistant.
Super easy, super fun. Little things like that. Other things you can redeem it for, but the big one is our special treat for our assistant patch. So once we get up to our 30k goal of points deposited, then we actually give our assistant here a treat live on stream. So they get to enjoy a little special something, which is kind of fun. So Yep, and now he's gone. He's off doing other things, so we'll go back to the important stuff at the moment. But thank you, Saku, for coming in here. Appreciate it. Hopefully you'll stick around for a little bit. That'd be cool. Ooh, I can see my dashboard thing is working correctly. I can see everybody's in here. Sunny's in here. Oh, Miss Mac is in here. Hello, Mother. Welcome in. But yeah, so I'm gonna get started on hopefully whittling down more of the pages that I need to get done here for our book. So let's bring up our layout. So this is everything we have done for book 3. So we have every page started. We have every page almost completely re-rendered out. I'm just going through and doing edits. I'm doing changes. I'm doing modifications, making sure the flow of everything is working really well, visually and with the wording on each of our pages. Last week I came across a couple things that I don't like to do, which is to repeat one word over and over again. So like we had a section here where the characters were talking about a surprise, and then on the next page it was something about a surprise, and then another page it was something about a surprise. It's like, okay, well, we've got the word too many times, so we need to do a little bit of rewriting to change up how that is, because if it gets too repetitive, then it gets boring. So yeah, we had to do that. So on Friday, the last thing we did is I went through my progress sheet that I have put together, and I went through the entire list of all the pages, and the ones that I thought were completed, I marked those off as don't mess with anymore. And then I left, there's 6 pages that I want to go through and make sure that there's nothing else that I want to change, and then those ones can be moved over to being completed. So we're systematically going through and making sure everything is done and ready to go. So our first one is our dedication page. So this is right after our blank page and right before our title page here. So it's page number 2 technically in our book. So what needs to happen on this one is I don't have the dedication in here yet. I have it written, but I'm saving this. This one is actually going to be a little bit of I want to say, not a secret, not a surprise. I don't know what to consider it. Anyways, this part has to wait for a minute before I can finish it. So this is partially why this page has not been on the completed side of things. So that, then if we move down here to the bottom of this page, move down here, 2 other things that I need to work on are the Library of Congress control number. But before I can do that one, I have to have this ISBN. So this page still has a couple things that I need to get purchased first. The ISBN is one of those. That has to be purchased through Boker, which is the American-based company for ISBNs. Let me see if I can bring that up for you real quick. Where are you? Boker, there it is. Okay, here we go. So let's move Illustrator out of the way. Let's pick Safari. Let's bring that up. Okay, here we go. So this is Boker, which is the publishing services part of any book, essentially. You don't have to have any of this at all. Like, if you would like to make a book on your own, you could even like bind it and put it together yourself. You can do that. Like you can do all of this stuff. But the caveat is that if you would like this sold in any stores or taking it to a bookshop or library or anything like that, they want it to have an ISBN at the minimum, at the bare minimum kind of thing. And Boker is the only seller of ISBNs. You can get ISBNs from other places, so even like Ingram Spark, you can get ISBNs from them, but they own them. Amazon is another similar place where you can get ISBNs, but they own that ISBN. So you do not have legal right over that ISBN unless you buy it from this website in the United States. So for anybody who's thinking about writing, publishing, putting together a book or anything like that, this is where you would want to go to get that. And that is Boker, what is the ISBN? myidentifiers.com. It's a weird name. I don't understand why they didn't call it just, I don't know, branding. The idea for this is terrible. But anyways, it should look like this. It should say Boker Publishing Services. They should have several different things here, which is like buying your ISBN. So we can look at that right now. ISBN costs about $125 per ISBN. Why is that important? Why do they have deals on multiple ISBNs? It depends on the format of your book. So if you would like to sell a physical copy of your book, say a hardback like my book, it will cost you $125. Now, if you have two versions of your book, like a hardcover and a softcover, that needs two ISBNs. So each one needs its own ISBN in order to be published. The third caveat is that if you have a digital version of your book, that also needs its own ISBN. So every time there's a format change of your book, it requires a new ISBN. So if you are planning on doing something like that or having multiple editions of the same book or something like that, then buying more is better. They even sell thousands. You can buy 1,000 ISBNs for $1,500. So you get them for cheap, but at the same time you're spitting out a chunk, and hopefully you're committed to doing that. So that is your ISBN information. The other part of this website that's also important to know about, there's actually a couple here, is ISBNs and barcodes. So if we go back to our Illustrator here, I'll get rid of this stuff so that it doesn't bog us down. I'll bring up the cover real quick for book 3. So that's the back. Here's our cover for book 3. And here's the back of our book for book 3. And you see this little white box down here in the left-hand corner. That's for our barcode. The barcode is what libraries, bookstores, everybody scans in order to pull the information about your book, so that they can either sell it or tell people about it, or access the information about it. This is also purchased through Boker. It's a combination so that they can associate the ISBN number with the retail price and connect those two things. So as you can see right here on your screen, it has the ISBN number, it has the price, and this is the barcode that they generate, that you put onto your book. I currently do not have the ISBN for book number 3. This is actually book number 2's ISBN. I'm just holding on to it so that I can make sure all of my placements are in the right location. That's why that's currently there. I'm waiting to get these all purchased so that I can get it all put together. So with that said, let's go back over to Safari here. So you can buy an ISBN and one barcode for $150. So for my first 2 books that I put together, I bought this. It was $150 per book to get a ISBN and a barcode. So, like I said, basically those two things are the bare minimum that you need in order to get your book out there, take it or sell it or anything like that. You can do a lot of this right now. If you're just going to hand sell copies of your book, you can do that however you want. But this is the way that people can access information to find out more about your book and stuff like that. So, and this is a worldwide database as well. So this can be accessed anywhere. They also do have, not bonuses. They have, you can buy different packages. This one has 10 ISBNs with one barcode, or 10 ISBNs, 5 barcodes, and 1 QR plus. I don't know quite what the QR plus code would do. I don't use that, so I wouldn't worry about it at the moment. That may be something more advanced for other type of publications. It really depends. Make sure you're doing your research before you go too far down the road. The other main thing here is copyright. So I'm not 100% sure about this system. I have started the process of copywriting book 1 and 2. I have not completed it 100% yet. I'm still working on parts of it, but I have started it. I actually went to the copyright office, not the physical copyright office. Let me see if I can find it real quick. It's the, I think it's this one. Let me put it here. Yes, copyright.gov. This is the Copyright Office website. I started my stuff through here. So I'm not 100% sure what the Copyright Now app does for Boker. So another thing, like you do not have to copyright your book through the United States government if you're publishing here in the United States. Don't forget, it may be different in other countries. Make sure to check your local and your governmental regulations on that. But this is extra protection. So the way part of the law is written for copyright is, as soon as you touch a pencil, a pen, any type of utensil to paper, or digitally type down a letter, or whatever it is, technically the creation that you've made is copyrighted to you, and it has to be an original creation. It can't be somebody else's. It is technically copyrighted to you. In the eyes of the government and the legal system, that can work, but it's not a foolproof thing. So what the Copyright Office does for you is it allows you to submit your piece of artwork or piece of work, whatever it is, to the United States government, and they look it over and they go, okay, cool, this looks good, matches all the stuff, awesome. Here's our stamp. If anybody sues or whatever, we are legally saying that you are the owner of this thing and you are the originator of it. So they are essentially backing you with their stamp, essentially. Like, that's what the copyright does for you, or purchasing that type of copyright. So if you go to court for some reason and you have that, most courts are going to look at that and be like, oh, government says you're good, so it's yours, and make it much easier. So less litigation on the whole scenario. So but that's my understanding of this, and this is like, I'm trying to like simplify a lot of this down, because legal speak is not my forte in any way, shape, or form, but just kind of knowing the basics of those things so that you can then be like, okay, cool, I know the basis of this structure between the ISBNs, the barcodes, the copyright. then you can go do more research to further understand what you need to do based off of the project that you are working on. So, because everyone is a little bit different. So, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good talk. Back to what we're doing. So I can't do much with page 2 here. This is why this one's currently at a standstill. Because I need to purchase that ISBN, that barcode, and then I can actually submit it to the Library of Congress. So the Library of Congress is, that one's another one that you don't technically need to have, but it's kind of a nice one. I almost feel like, and I would love to have a librarian come on and let me know. So if anybody knows a librarian that has this information, please send them my way. If books are more likely to be picked up and put into libraries if they have the Library of Congress catalog number. If that's true or not. I feel like that is, but I'm not 100% sure either. So, but I do it because I like having that number on there, because every professionally published book, not self-published, but like industry published book, has an ISBN number. So there is something to it. It's free. You don't have to. The only thing you have to do to get your Library of Congress card number is to once your book is published or is actually released to the world, you have to send one copy to their office so that they can catalog it that way. So you send one free copy to them. So not too bad. Okay, so can't do much with page 2. Look at page 3. Page 3 is our title. And this one is pretty much done. I was debating on whether or not I had some objects to put in, maybe down at the bottom to kind of help with our story here. A lot of times I will, actually, you know what, do I have? I do, I'll just grab it real quick. So on book 2, we'll go back real quick. Since this is a backyard treasure hunt, a little outside adventure, I actually put little pieces of grass coming off of his feet coming over here, just as a little fun nod to the book here. So I was trying to decide what I could do here for book 3. And you may be thinking, Tahoe, why does book 2 and book 3 look very different? Book 3, our main character Buttons here is actually a little bit older, so he gets a little ramp up here in size compared to when he was little in book number 2. He was just a little kitten there. Now he's a big kitten. Here's our comparison between the two. Yeah, he was just a little guy. But I had like a couple pieces of like tape down here because this is a box party surprise. And I had a couple like packing peanuts, and it was interesting. I don't think I have it on here anymore. I think I got rid of it. Yeah, I did. Yep. It didn't work. Everybody that saw it, everybody that I showed it to was just like, oh, that toilet paper is like, okay, so there's it's being misconstrued a little bit as the wrong type of object. So I cut it at the time, and I really haven't come up with something that would better fit on there yet. I kind of want to keep a secret. I thought about maybe putting our second character in here, but it wasn't. I didn't want to give away the secret too fast. So it was like a decision to be like, no, let's start with the main part, which is our main character here getting older. And we kind of make some statements or have our character talk about that here at the beginning. Button sure has grown big fast. It feels like like we just adopted him a few days ago. Yeah, so we kind of mentioned that here off the beginning on our first page. But I would love to have something here that would represent, but I don't want it to be too big or crazy at the same time. Maybe the idea of him being bigger on there is good enough. That could be the thing that's different on each of the title pages. Not 100% sure yet. Also, if you are here watching the stream and you don't want any spoilers, sorry. I have the whole story up here. So spoilers. We get the new character in this one. So that's why page number 3 here is kind of at a standstill. Like, I want to maybe come up with something here, but at the same time, I would be happy if I don't. Kind of waiting to see if inspiration hits me and something falls into place or not. So I don't think we can work on this one anymore at the moment. Let's see, which page is next? Page number 7. Let's go to number 7 real quick. Get rid of number 3 at the moment. We've been extra busy lately. Maybe it's about time we get Buttons a little gift. Very basic. It doesn't need to be anything crazy because we start off with, this is our companion page that goes with it. So you can see the 2-page spread here. So we've got lots. It's very heavy on the left-handed page and very sparse on the right-handed page. I kind of try to make sure that I mix between those two so that it's not like too overwhelming, but also has that comic book, I mean not comic book, but like newspaper comic feel to it still in some aspects. Very basic, toned down, simple. So I think this one's good. I was debating on whether or not we had done some rewrites on this page last week. I think they're good now. We've been extra busy lately. Maybe it's about time we get Buttons a little gift. Got our little mouse here. No, I think that one can be okay. I think that one's done. I also don't want to overthink it too much either. I tend to do that when I get to this like editing revision stage, as I tend to go overboard, like, oh, I gotta add more. Like this page here with the boxes and stuff like that, I kept adding stuff and then I took a bunch of stuff away and then added more stuff, and it was a whole thing where things came and went pretty fast on that page because I was just like, I couldn't make a full decision on it. Sometimes it's okay, just be like, okay, no, this is it. It works. It does what I want it to do. Like, you don't have to make it 1,000% perfect. It's okay. On the contrary, I also had a setup here where between pages 8 and 9, number 8 was very basic and very simple, and I came back a couple weeks ago and redid these boxes and changed them out and made them into little castles and stuff like that, like our characters playing and having fun in his little fort. So that was a big change that came through and happened on that very late in the process. So it can happen. You can go back and just be like, nope, whatever this page is, not working at all, and then redesign it. And very happy with how this all turned out on this one. Let's see, page 11 is the other one that I'm struggling on. Let's look at the dual pages here. I feel like I've seen one like this before, but I can't remember where. Since this box is all closed up, maybe I should check it out first. Yeah, okay. I fixed the writing for that. I remember that. I think I do want to make some edits to that real quick. I don't want to. Yeah, let's move. Let's go ahead and select all. I think I want to move this down a little bit. It feels a little bit too heavy on the top. So like if you were looking at this, there's a much bigger space between his shadow here and the bottom of the page compared to the speech bubble here and the top of the page. So it's making it feel slightly uneven a little bit here. Okay, we'll trim that. He's also not very centered at the moment. This is where I get into like micro adjustments that I probably don't need, but at the same time, I feel like they can enhance just enough to make it worth it at the same time. Okay, so now we're definitely more centered here. Where's our... Okay, so it goes that way. One of the things that you want to be aware of when you're putting these pages together, especially looking at the spreads across the 2-page here, the center seam between pages 10 and 11 here, where these two connected, where our brown border and our purple border connect here in the middle, that's the spine of your book. And there's always going to be a little bit of a fold in the middle of that. So actually I need to look at number 10 as well. Ooh, I realized I'm way off on that. So you're going to lose a little bit of space on that center fold. So a lot of times you want to take your designs and push them out towards the outside edge just a little bit, to make sure that they still feel like they're semi-centered, because the page comes flat and then it rolls into the center where the two meet. So you have to give it a little bit of planning to understand that you're going to lose a little bit in that center spine, which means I should look at that here. We did move that over. We can't move our words over anymore because they are almost touching our borderline here. That's okay. This one we just might have to be okay with a little bit. We can move it a little bit, but not a lot of it. Okay, yeah, let's do that. We'll go ahead and save that. We will export it so that we can update our files for it. Export. Yes, we're going to replace that. Good. Let's go ahead and relink this one. I want to make sure these are up to date. Oop, there it goes. It moved a little bit. Yeah, feels a little bit better here. It's a little bit off the right. I do have to figure out what's wrong with number 10, because that's off. Huh. I don't know how I did that. Okay, so we want to select everything. Select all. Oh, how did I do this? Oh, I wasn't paying attention to the... I see what I did wrong. Shoot. This is gonna take some... reconfiguring. Poop. Oh, poop nuggets. I realized the mistake I made. So we're actually going to push this over to the left a little bit. so that's going to be off. So I'm going to have to rebuild part of that because it's wrong now. Okay. See, this is why you go through and make sure to double check all of your stuff. See, don't get it wrong like I just got it wrong. Okay, so we'll do that. We should be able to crop this. Bloop. Let's go ahead and add this back on over here so we can make sure this is even correctly. Okay, so we fixed that, but now we need to fix our dots here because our dots are off. One of the beautiful things about the way I've got this set up is because my layers are stacked on top of each other, like I can turn all these layers off. If I want to cover up like the character's face and put them underneath the border here, I could do that, but I have to make some special panels in order to make sure the layers work out correctly. And one of those is these background dots. Get rid of those. Let's go ahead, let's just delete that. Delete. And we're going to duplicate the bottom one. Duplicate. We're going to grab it and pull it up to the top. Okay, so now that basically doubles up our dots over top of everything, but you can see like it's over top of our character's face and everything else. We don't want that. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna go find this one. Copy. We're going to put it. Actually, do we need to do that? We don't need to do that. This is going to be 25% overlay. That's fine. Let's go ahead and ungroup that. Perfect. We're going to delete all of these inside of here. Oop. Let's get rid of these ones. We need those. Oh man, this one's so close. Same thing with that one, but we'll have to do some fanciness with both of those. This is where we'll put this in. Here, should be able to cut that. Yep. Perfect. Paste on top again. Do the same thing. We're going to cut it. Perfect. Okay. We need to get rid of these ones though. Beep. Okay, so that's basically what I have now. And what we'll do is we'll select all, so we select all the dots. We'll actually group them together. We will change this back to an overlay and make it at 25% like the other one was. There we go. And it looks like it's all the same now. I definitely need to go through and double check all the other pages and make sure that they're set up the correct way. There we go. So it looks uneven to us at the moment because it's shifted to the left a little bit here. Like I said, that's because the middle is over on our right hand side and we're gonna have a little pull into the center. So we have to shift it over just a tad to make it work out. So cool, got that. Let's go ahead and save. We'll save this out. We'll export it. This is page 10. Yes. Replace. Good to go. And we'll come in here. We'll relink that. And perfect. Okay, cool. Yeah, see, we just moved it out enough so that there's a 1/4 inch each side / 1/2 inch bend curve that doesn't suck up a lot of our illustration or our wording or anything like that. That's why I have these little barrier lines, these guidelines on the side to make sure that I don't go too overboard and put things outside of that. It's a good thing to make sure to set up those guidelines for yourself. Okay, so I think 10 and 11 are in good shape now. Let's go back up here and double check. Okay, yeah, I moved that one over, so that one's good. This one's fine. It's going to be cut off correctly. This one's going to be a little bit down in it, but that's okay because it's setting up that. That's going to a little cut off. Okay, good there. Yes, we have a little extra gap here, so we're good. This could probably be moved over to the right a little bit while I'm thinking about it. Yeah, okay, so can we select all? Not select our character. Hold on. I've got extras on here. I forgot about these. Ooh, that's right. I couldn't decide which one I like better. I like this better. Sometimes I find things in my files that I forgot that I had done. It's okay. It works. Hello, Alex. Welcome. Welcome for arriving. Thank you for arriving. I know that was a weird sentence, but I'm going with it anyways. Let's move this over just a bit. Yeah, I thought so. These ones are going to need to be updated. Actually, you know, let's do it anyways. We do move. We technically don't need those, but I'm gonna do it just because I'm worried that if I don't, I will have it messed up. So, I'm kind of sad the bow shenanigans are going away tomorrow. I know. I was having fun with that. I think we all were. I hope this is an experiment for them that they see was successful and we don't just get it on Arms Week. I hope they allow us to have more fun stuff like this on the regular. Would be nice. Okay, so got that fixed, adjusted. Go ahead and export that one. And there's probably a bunch of ways to make this more efficient when doing this type of illustrating, publishing, all of those things. I do it the long, hard way just because I enjoy it that way. My brain understands it, so I'm okay with that. Okay, so number 9. Need we move that way? E-link. 9, please. Bam. Okay, cool. That feels better. Doesn't have to be a lot. Just a little bit would be good. Okay, that one's good. This one's fine. 14. Yeah, feel free to pause or come back and read the book if you would like to. Hehe. That one's pushing it a little bit, but I think we're okay. I'm basically looking for major ones that need to be moved. That one's fine. 16, 17. No, can't be moved. That one's fine. Everything's a little bit on the left. That one's center, so that one should be fine. Let's see. This one. number 20. I realize now I might have... Yeah, because that's going to be our center. So I forgot that I moved a bunch of these pages around at one point, and I think I forgot to check, like page 21 here, that's fine. We're going to have a little bit of cutoff on the left-hand side, no big deal. This one was an outside page, a different type of outside page. It's now an inside page, so it's... Oh, I may have to move some stuff around. I realize. Yeah, otherwise he's going to be stuck in the middle somewhere. Hoot. The things you notice late in the process. I can't imagine how many authors get all the way to the end and publish. So I think even other friends that I've had that write books, same thing. They get to the end, they publish the book, and they're reading through it, and they're like, gosh, dang it, there's an error. And then they either have to go back and try to change it or republish, or just like, well, it's too late now, so never know. First time chat. Viewers. Oh, thank you. I think you're going to get a ban. Sorry, my friend. You are a bot. We do not appreciate those. You're a liar. A cheat. Anyways. Let's see. We do have to move this a little bit. That's closer than that. Okay, yeah, I wanted him breaking part of this out of this frame here because he's getting tossed. Everything looks good. Let's go ahead and export that out and see what it looks like on our main page. This is page 20, I believe. Yeah, 20. Relink. Page 20. Yeah, that should work better now. Always good to be conscious of those things. So, Skynut up in this motherfucker trying to take over. Yeah, too bad they're dumb as shit. So. Too bad they're not very smart at all. Okay, so that one I might need to move a little bit. That one, yeah, I'm gonna move that one a little bit too. Let's see, this one's gonna get cut off in the middle a little bit. Okay, let's move. Lots of movements today. Little micro adjustments. Let's do. This way we can move our character. Did not get his shadow. Where's his shadow at? It's down here. I didn't want him too close, but I might have to have him. Let's put him there. I know our secondary character, no, but the whole action is supposed to be kind of centered here, so. No, I think that works. I think that's better. Remember, I don't want to go too overboard on changes or edits or anything like that. Oh, no, wait a second. Wait. I see something. Okay, what layer is that on? On this layer? No. No. Aha, there it is. There we go. I didn't want that over top of that. Okay, let's go ahead and save that. We'll go ahead and export that and update our template stuff here. Page 22, place, okay. Let's relink that so we can double check it. 22. Yeah, that'll help. We're still gonna get a little bit of cutoff here, but our main action, our character here being surprised and our other character popping out is more centralized now. Feels better. So makes sense. I think it'll work better. So let's go with that at the moment. Okay, so before I go on to moving number 23, because I want to change that up a little bit. We got about 2 minutes before our first break here. Just a little moment for me to go walk around, check on the dog, go see if our assistant's doing okay, those kind of things, which we should be able to do. Our assistant is not in his normal spot, so we will just check out and see what's going on outside at the moment. I think Sora's inside at the moment, so you don't get to see her running around. So we're just kind of browsing at the outside. Beautiful, clear skies out there today. Sometimes I do reports. Oh, there's a bird that flew by. But yeah, so in about a minute here, as you can see up on our screen, we're going to take a little break. We're going to run about 3 minutes of advertisements. If you stick around or if you're here watching, thank you. Appreciate that. Any of that revenue that we generate from you watching those ads actually goes back into this book project. So I appreciate that. Thank you. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. So stick around and we will be right back after those ads get done. So. Okay. Oh, it's a Monday. I can feel it. It's definitely a Mondays. Oh, man. I know I want to build some more stuff for the stream here at some point. Watching some other streamers, some of the stuff that they have going on, I kind of really like. Even just some of the stuff that my son has on his streams. I'm like, oh, those are cool stuff. I need to sit down one of these days on the stream and work on some more updates for our stream and things like that. Not today, but very soon. Very, very soon. Are you mad, Sora? I'm sorry. Do you want to go outside? No? Sometimes she walks up and she lets me know that she wants to go outside. Sometimes I have to move around a little bit and then she's just like... Then she gets all excited like, oh yeah, let me out, by the way. Yeah. What kind of stuff? I want to change up some of the formatting on what I've got going on as far as like the chat on the side. I want to change some of the interactive elements too. Hello stream, welcome back. I'm here. I tried to get the camera switched around for our assistant, and then he decided to watch me go over to the fridge and grab something to drink and thought I was grabbing something for him, so that's why he took off. Turd muffin. Anyways, we got to see a little bit more of the outside world, which is fine. Yep, yeah, he's not back over in his little spot yet. But I was talking with Bryce here while we were at our little break. For those of you who are subscribed to the channel, if I'm back from like walking around or grabbing something to drink, I'll either I'll answer questions or check on, see what people are talking about for subscribers because they don't watch ads during the time. So he asked what kind of stuff was I thinking about changing with the stream, and I think I would like it to be more interactive. I would love it to be can just, I guess, continue to evolve and change, and I don't want it to get to a point where it's just like stagnant all the time. Like I have dreams of actually taking my little avatar here, who is a PNG tuber, and actually turning it into a VTube model, so that it can actually like bend and move and look up and down and do things like that. I would like to do that. Whether or not I will or not is a good question. I've done it before. I put together a VTube model for my character for when I'm playing Destiny 2 on my Dungeon Protocols channel. So like I have experience doing it, but I have to figure out how I want to make it all work. So, and I've seen some other simplified VTuber, like PNG tuber / VTuber models recently, and I'm like, oh, I could put something together like that, kind of like it wouldn't be too hard to do. But yeah, maybe at some point we'll do some of that on the stream. I want to make sure that some of the interactive things here, like making sure that we have our challenge, but other rewards that people can redeem their points for by watching the channel. I'm also looking into like Ko-Fi, whether or not I want to put that on the page here as well, so that if people want to donate towards the creation of the books and stuff like that, that they can do that, or if there's a way that they can purchase the books through the Ko-Fi as well, and I can ship those out. Just kind of like weighing all the things that I can do, all the things that I should do, all the things that I want to do, all the things that I have the money and ability to do. That's a lot of doo-doos. Anyways, that's kind of where I'm at, is trying to figure out what I can provide with these streams and how to make it fun, interactive. And I was talking to, I had our monthly meeting at the Sierra Arts Foundation yesterday, Sunday, February 1st. And he said doo-doo. Oh, thank you, Bryce. And you highlighted that too. I appreciate that. That's funny. And I was talking to the gal that runs the SCBWI, which is the Society of Children's Books Writers and Illustrators, because we have a local chapter here in Reno. And I was telling her about this. I was like, I would like to be able to, when we don't have meetings, which are like, we only have 4 a year, so they're quarterly meetings. In between, if people are looking for information and resources and things like that, that maybe the streams that I'm putting on 3 days a week might be helpful and useful in pointing people in the right direction for those things. Like making sure to plug the Nevada SCBWI, and saying we do have, we are in the Nevada chapter of the SCBWI, and there are 2 main groups, the one in Las Vegas and the one in Reno, Nevada. So people can go and do in-person meetings at either of those 2 locations. They just have to sign up on the SCBWI website. You don't have to pay if you don't want to. They do have a free preview membership available there. But the in-person meetings are free to be able to go to, so you can go to those. They do have Zoom meetings as well. And you do have access to conferences and retreats and things like that they put out, because it is a international organization across the world. So there's lots of talks and meetings and panels and so many things. Like, there's a lot of resources there. I'm not 100% sure how to. I think the journey that I'm kind of on with the self-publishing is a little bit detached from some of that, or maybe in the process of being integrated into some of that. It's a little weird, because a lot of the stuff they have set up are like, come and pitch your book, but they only want you to pitch the manuscript. So like, I have a finished product, so I don't necessarily think I can go pitch my book, which is already done and worked on and ready to go and stuff like that. So I think it really depends on what you're looking for. It is a good resource. You can definitely meet up with agents and editors and industry leading people through it. So always good to know more about all of those things rather than not. So for sure. So, and make connections. Like, I made connections with the gal that runs the one here in Reno. Her name is Jenny. And I've been able to do several presentations, or I did one presentation for her, and I'm going to do another one in November, and just helping out in the community and getting more people to be able to come in and find the information they need to make their projects successful. So kind of the way it works. But so that's a good opportunity. Like I said, the Sierra Arts Foundation here in Reno, Nevada, also another good one. Like I said, we had a meeting. We have those meetings once a month. It's the first Sunday of each month. Make sure to check their website too, because they have There's a couple Sundays, I think, that are kind of funky-dory that they had to move around. But anyways, yeah, first Sunday of every month, they have the Sierra Arts Literary Community Meeting. So this can be anybody. This can be picture books, could be board books, could be middle grade books, could be novels, can be medical journals, can be like if you are writing anything, scripts, whatever it is, you can come and see what presentations they have, what talks that they have. There's opportunities to get your books in their mini libraries that they have. They're also gearing up to do their book fest again this year, where they invite authors to come and set up a booth or a table and sell their books. So that's an opportunity as well. So all of it helps. So make sure if you're not in the Reno, Tahoe, Sparks, Carson City, Vegas, Nevada area, check around in your community, see what opportunities and availabilities there are for any type of literary community stuff. It can help. It can point you in the right direction of resources or bookstores that you didn't know even existed, or help you with writing certain things or fixing certain things, or just general information and all possibilities. So, all right, that's my PSA. I told them I would try to plug and throw out some of that stuff because it works. If there are more people that are there, then that stuff helps me as well, because then I can talk to more people that have more experiences, and hopefully my experiences help somebody else. So like it's around and around, it's a good thing all the way. Hopefully. That's me being optimistic. Okay. We were done with 22. Now that I'm winded, because I talked a whole bunch there, and fast, let's move over to number 23. So that's that. Oh, this one's going to be a little bit of a dick, isn't it? Poop nuggets. Yeah, it is. Shoot. Because I moved some things. This was a very interesting and funky page to put together. Shoot, this is gonna get all messed up. I know it is. It's that one. This one. Yes, it's going to change how the dots move in here. Poop nuggets. Sometimes when I get, this is a very complex page that I built, and moving things around is a little bit harder than it looks. And I do need to move some things around, so I'm gonna have to rebuild part of this page. I've got several different layers here because certain objects had to be on top of other objects. So I actually had to split part of the way some of these dots and stuff moved around the page. Poop nuggets. I wanted his ear in his hand and stuff like that to stick out, which means this needed a very unique setup. That's not the one. That's not the one. This one. Do I need any of this? I think I made it more complex than it needed to be. Let's do... That one's closed off. It's this one. This one. Well, let's see if I can fix this at all. Okay, so let's do... Expand appearance. Expand. Good. I think I see what I did here. This is what's containing it at the moment. Okay, so what do I want to do here? Before I do anything, let's save this real quick. Save. This one's gonna take a little bit more of a rebuild. This was one of the ones that I was worried about, that I hadn't quite moved over to completely finished yet. Maybe because of this, maybe because I have these big blank spaces here, but that's okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to rebuild part of this. Select all. Let's go ahead and group those together so I can move this. Yeah, we're gonna have to rebuild part of this page. Okay, cool. Fun. This one. Let's go ahead and man, this was such a funky page to put together. I wonder if there's a better way I can do this where I have more access to move things around that isn't so funky dory. I think what I would have to do, let's try and see what happens. I can eliminate like 90% of the problem if... So sometimes you can layer things on top of other layers to make this work. Sometimes you just have to take the character and cut the character. So like our buttons character here, he actually is causing the most problems. His hand is fine because that's a separate layer. That's fine, a separate layer. But the stuff that's behind this one wall, that's being problematic. Okay, so we got rid of that. So then what we need to do is we need to come in here, pull this across, copy, we'll delete it at the moment. Okay, so we should be able to select this and please filter products not reserved. Please select 2 intersecting paths. Okay, so I did select 2 intersecting paths. I want this one. Okay, I I see what I did wrong. Get rid of that. East. Now we select those two paths. Let's get rid of that. Perfect. That got cut. Go back one. Let's select this path. Let's cut that one. Perfect. And then this next one. This one's going to be a little bit of a butt. Interesting. Oh, I have double? Wait, what did I... Oh, I think I messed that up. Anyways, let's put this back. Do that. That one. Okay, there we go. Okay, cool. We did that part of it. Now I need to figure out how to get rid of this part. I can do this, but it's going to leave a little white there, which I do want to move. It's all very technical. Meep. Move this one. Gotta go closer. Okay, so that's good. Either these two characters, that has to be behind. Oh, what did I do here? I messed something up. No! Did I do that? Did I do that right? Did I not do that right? I did that right. Now I gotta go look at the other. Oh, I can look at it on here. This is what it's supposed to look like. Okay. I gotta go grab those two ears and bring them forward, because they are not supposed to be behind that effect. There we go. There we go. Got that fixed. Woo! I was getting worried, nervous there for a second. Okay, cool. So if I did that correctly, technically I should be able to move this down behind the characters, but I lose it going over top of him down at the bottom. Okay, so let's, I don't think we need these anymore. That's right. I can use this one. And this one actually modifies depending on the... Yes. Let's go ahead and get rid of that one for the moment. Okay, cool. So I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer here. I didn't have to move the light coming in. Just made that a little bit shorter because our character, I want his tail to be sticking out a little bit. Let's see. Let's actually move that back just a tad. So the shadow works better. Okay. But I do need to put something over top of these dots down here at the bottom. So let's go ahead and duplicate layer 8. Let's move that. What do I want? Above them. Yeah, we want that. But we need to take... Oops, I gotta select something first. Expand appearance. And then we're going to expand it again. Make it its own object. We're going to ungroup it so that I can come down here. Should be ungrouped. That's fine. I can delete these like this. For some reason it still thinks it's grouped. I don't know why. Yeah, I can do it like that. That should work. Those ones go behind. It's kind of funky dory, but that's okay. Let's spoof it a little bit here. There we go. So we were able to move some things over. Didn't break. We broke some things, but we were able to fix them, so not too bad. I think that works out pretty good. Let's update that on our layout sheet here. So I can see the differences between them. Place. Okay. Okay, there's our spread. We're going to relink this. Page 23, I believe. Yeah, 23. Okay. Yeah, so comparatively, we moved over. Yeah, that would have been all cropped off underneath the fold. Yeah, so nothing really moved, but we were able to pull that one side of the stitchings frame over to the left a little bit, so it actually made it work out much better. Much better. It's not 100% ideal the way I want it, but I guess technically now that we've made that adjustment, we could actually move everything now. Select all. I could do that. That would work too. Sometimes like the my makeshift fixes, workarounds that I come up with, like building that one frame here and layering it on top, so this way I don't have to cut the character. It works until you need to move something, and then it doesn't work anymore, depending on what it's doing. So this is a complex setup where the character is both under and over top of this framing device that I've built here. So that presents a very interesting and unique set of challenges and problems. So something has to be either layered in between them, or the character or something has to be cut to be able to make sure it fits correctly. An example of what that looks like is one that you guys already saw today, which is page 10. So it looks funny like this, staring at it, where our character is peeking out the bottom of the page. And that's, like I said, that's literally just a frame that's over top, cutting him off so that he's inside of that stitching device, that stitching frame. And it works. Like, I can move him behind there and everything. But as soon as he starts doing like I did here, where he's both under and on top of, then you got to start making some decisions about how that's going to work. So I had like you saw, I originally had him underneath with some very unique cutouts to make this part on top work, but when I wanted to move things, then none of that worked. All of it broke. It did not work anymore. But we fixed it. We got it adjusted and working better. So now that we've moved everything over a little bit, let's export this out again. 23, export, please, good. Should be able to go through and do the same thing here. Relink. We want number 23, please. Boom, shifts over just a little bit. Much better. And it doesn't have to be like a lot. You just want to shift it just a little bit so that it makes sure that your illustrations stay a little bit more centered on the page, or on the spread, essentially. So anytime there are two pages next to each other, that's considered a spread. A lot of illustrators and stuff like that, they actually designed their pages in those spreads, in those whole sheets. I do mine as individual square pages compared to doing them as a full spread across two. So it just works for me. It works when I put the file together and send it off to Ingram, and they put it all together for the printing and stuff like that. So so far I have not run into any issues doing it this way. We'll see what that looks like in the future, but yeah. Okay, so let's make sure and save this one. Okay, so that's these guys. Let's check these. This one probably needs to be moved as well. 24. Yeah, well, we're gonna make an adjustment here. Select all. Gonna make the whole thing a little bit smaller. That's okay. No, oh no, this is one of those pages. No. This is another framing page. Crap. See, I can't move the dots in here. That's the big idea. Okay, let's get rid of that. We don't need that. Okay, we're gonna have to do some more cuts here. Let's do this. Let's get copy. Rid of that. Let's just send this arrange, send it back. Okay, so if I do that, then I should be able to eliminate this and this. I just have to cut the shadow. Okay, so we eliminated those two. That's fine. Delete. Okay, now we should be able to select all. We're going to compress this down just a little bit to get away from that center. We're just going to move this down. A little bit more even. Bump this off of that. Just a little bit here. Down. Sometimes I don't like to, I don't mind doing my workaround to build that little frame and get things to work correctly, because then I can move the buttons character around to where I want or change things if I need to. But like now that I've cut him in half to make him work with the other edits that I want to do, I'd have to go back and rebuild him or go grab another version of him to bring back and put in there if I want to move him. So it's a nice thing to have. It's a lot of work to do to build that frame and make it work, but I have more manipulation abilities with layering it that way and doing it. But once I get to this final stage of doing edits and things like that, and I know that the character is not going to move or change or do anything like that, then it makes it easier to make that decision. Be like, okay, now I can cut him, make it work, simplify down some of how the file is structured as far as the layers, and be able to make different types of changes and edits with that go more smoothly. So let's save that. Let's export it. That into our file here. Don't need that one anymore. Okay, so we're gonna relink this one to 24. Boop. Okay, a little bit smaller, moved away from the seam in the middle. Perfect. Yeah, that should work out really nice now. We didn't lose too much on it. We lost a little bit of size, but it's negligible in the whole across the whole thing here, so it's not bad. I think, okay, so we can get rid of that. 25 I was happy with, but I think I want to make a small change to the placement of this wording. Size is this? That is a 6 at the moment. I want to center this one. I don't want it to be off to one side. It felt very like uneven looking at it like this. Like we're definitely got everything set up on the right hand side of this page, so I'm gonna move that over and take up some of this left hand dead zone that we've got here, which is fine. Like I said, some of the stuff is all about, oh, have a good day, dude. I'm off to class. Hey, have a good day at class. Do well, do cool shit. Get good grades. Proud of you. What else can I say? Yeah, things and stuff. Go do it. Good luck. I lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah, centering this. That's good. Do I want to make that a little bigger? Just go ahead and make that a little bit bigger there. There we go. Let's actually look at the trim view so we can feeling it. Yeah, I think that's okay. I think that works. It's okay if some of them are just okay. They don't have to be perfection. They don't have to be perfect. Dreamer's whispering in my ear, they have to be perfect. They don't have to be perfect. Okay, so let's swap out this bad boy. Relink. 25. Yeah, I like that better. Actually, I need to move it. I need to move that one word bubble over to the right a little bit. I forgot that I was doing that. Okay, so this is gonna be interesting. So I'm not going to embed this. I'm gonna leave it as is. Now, if I make changes to this file, if I take this, I want it centered, but it's not going to be. I'm gonna take this and move it over. Like so. Yes, because some of that's going to get bent. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and save that. Theoretically, if I export this, 25, export, replace, good. When I come back here, should update it? It did not. Okay, so that doesn't change anything. Cool. Boop. There it goes. Okay, so the embedding just makes it so that it doesn't have to go find the files everywhere. Tell Dreamer hi. Alex says hi. Mr. Alex. She says hello. I did her voice, by the way. Okay, cool. That's good now. We don't need 25 anymore. We need to go here to 6. Already bumped those over. No, those need to be bumped the opposite direction. Man, I'm just running into a bunch of these right now. I want to make sure none of this gets cut off, so. You know what? Let's do this. Select all. Let's just move the whole thing a little bit. Yeah. That was a better idea. Cool. We'll export that out. Files 26. Place. Sometimes they're easy. Sometimes you can move them around, no problem. Sometimes they're like, nope, you did a bunch of crazy stuff, now you have to rebuild it. And like, no, I don't wanna. 6. Place. Okay, cool. Moves it a little bit. That'll be closer to center. Nope, I do want to move that one still. do want to move this. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Mr. Alex sent me a reel. Oh, must be a slow day at work today. I'm gonna do something here. Do I want to do that? What do I have on the previous page? Okay, nothing like that. Okay, so he's got 2 splits there. Nope, that's good. That is the way I want it. Okay. So depending on how you have your words structured will give it different meaning. So I've talked about this a bunch. I'm just gonna say it again. If I split up a word bubble like this, I do like to play comma, so there's a natural pause with the punctuation. But because I've separated that and the second half of that sentence, there's a little bit more drawn out period between that. I do like to play. I can extend out the play part of it. But I did do this, so maybe but there's more time in between because those two are split. Compared to like this one where it says, nope, not scary at all. Like there is a natural pause with that comma, but it's a continuation. Like it doesn't have a separation. Like this one almost gives him like he's thinking about it in between. Do like to play and then he's thinking about it. So maybe, you know what I mean? So visualizing how your language looks on the page and stuff like that also can be something that a illustrator uses to make you feel a certain way about it. Well, Alex said, shh, it's a mystery mouse good tool for later. Gotcha. If Alex's boss is anywhere near, he's not working, please put him to work. Weird Mr. Alex is not currently working, please put... Oh. Damn it, dude, why'd you call me out? Oh. How dare you? Okay, let's export this one. He's very aware of my work habits. That's funny. So these are approved break times. I gotcha. I get it. He has a quota, and you have to hit your reels quota, so he makes sure that you're hitting it. So I understand that. Boss sends me stuff too. Okay, that's okay. So you both have reels quotas to send to people. That's funny. What did I just do? I want to page relink. Yes, it was right there. Did I not save and export it? I thought I exported it. Did I? Is that the one? Good. Yes, okay, that is the one. It moved over a little bit. Yes, okay, yeah. He's the one I send the really messed up stuff to. Oh, so it's a very good work environment. I gotcha. I see what's happening here. Ooh, 27's gonna be bad. Shoot. I know I need to move that over, but this one's gonna be rough. Crap. Shucks and darn, I do need to move everything though. Crap. Problem is I can't. I've got two. This one was a little bit of a butthole because I made two sets of frames for the top and the bottom. I'd have to cut so much out. Reel suggestion? Like reels, a suggestion on reels I should make or should be sent to me, or I should send it.
It would really be funny if they talk about how they had to pose for different pictures.
Uh-huh.
In the book.
Uh-huh.
Like they were photographed for the scenes like a movie.
Right.
That one is such a funny shot.
Oh, of all the stuff behind?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gotcha.
You're like talking about the making of.
The behind the scenes. All right. I'll think about it.
Remember at VH1 or MTV?
Uh-huh. Hey, here's the layers. Oh, look, he doesn't even have a face in that one. See, and music stuff. He's also a guitar player. Ah, fun. So he gets all the fun stuff. Alex doesn't send you anything on Instagram? Oh no. Alex, did you hear that? Mrs. Tahoe or Dreamer is feeling very left out from the meme game here. Please go gentle on her. Please go gentle. That's funny. I just told him to go gentle on you. That's all. I think I need to move this one. This is gonna be a bigger deal. Poop nuggets. I could do just this one time, but I really don't want to do that. Oh. I mean, you can't really tell. The only one that doesn't line up with is the one on the top frame. Technically, I could get away with this. Not ideal. What I want. Jerf's still riding the high on being in the clan. A little bit. It was funny because we got off at like midnight on Saturday and had to get up early in the morning Sunday and go do grocery shopping. He did not get up. He stayed in bed. Came back. Did a couple other things. When he did finally get up, it was closer to like noon, 11 o'clock. Or no, it was before that because he hadn't gotten out of bed. I go into his room and be like, hey, dude, you need to get up and start moving around. He goes, Dad, I just sent you something in a text message. It's like, what did you send me? And that's where that video is that he recorded that night from our raid going through the Vault of Glass. He had recorded it and put put it together and put it up on his YouTube channel and stuff like that that night. So I think he's excited. He wants to do things, put things together, maybe make some videos and stuff like that. So yeah, he's still kind of excited. I want to find out. So he has his own group of friends that he does streams with on his miscellaneous tomfoolery channel, and I was trying to talk to him while he was still like half asleep, asking him, being like, so what do you think of the group and the people I play with and play with, or how we play together and stuff like that? And he was just like, I'm still asleep, Dad. I'm just like, fair, that's fair. I'm asking you big questions on stuff while you're still half asleep. But I was kind of looking to see what his comparison was. Like, you guys are way more subdued, or my friends are way more crazy, or something like that, or whether or not he likes the difference between those two things, or what. So yeah, I'm gonna have to ask him this afternoon what his perspective is on everything that went down. I did go through, Ghost Guy talked to me about it. He messaged me on the side and asked me a bunch of questions, and I talked to him and told him, like, Jerf's a good player. Like, if I would have taken anybody else that hadn't played with us at all and thrown them into that dungeon with that boss and expected us to get it on our second try, I think it was the second try, and pick up the mechanics and stuff like that. Like, I know you and I were doing a lot of the heavy lifting for it, but at the same time, he was ad clearing, he was staying alive, like he was doing all of the things that you would expect a high level player to be able to do, just instinctually. Like he just understood and knew, and he was fine with those things. So, and I've told Ghost Guy that before, like, Jerf's a good player. Like, he understands the game and how to play the games and stuff like that. So, like, I don't have qualms about him in that way. I think it just depends on what he wants out of it and what the experience is, the connection piece he wants to have. Kind of up to him, and see what he wants to do. But we are coming up on our next break here. Ooh, I gotta see if I can find our assistant. So let's pause right here while I'm navigating part of this problem that I'm trying to fix here. We'll swap over to our live assistant cam. I'm gonna go move one of the cameras, see if he's over there. Is the cat with you? No, he's not. But other than that, yeah, stick around. We will be back to working on more stuff. You won't miss anything, but yeah, we'll run our little ad break here, and then we'll be back and keep going. So stick around. We'll be right back. Right, I have returned. Speaking of videos, vault cleaning video, yes, I definitely need to do that at some point here. I need to go through and dedicate one whole night's stream towards doing a vault cleaning video. And this way, everybody can come and watch and they can pick and choose which things I get rid of. Maybe that's what we'll do. That'll be a Dungeon Protocols keep it or leave it stream. Who's gonna scratch? Ooh, it does some scratching. See, this is why you have scratching posts in your house for cats. They have something to scratch on. Silly cat. Nah, I just bully you into deleting things. No, but like I do need to be bullied a little bit into cleaning a bunch of that junk out of there. I do need to do that. I am procrastinating on a bunch of that, sadly. It's not that I don't want to do it, I just don't know what to keep, what to get rid of. I think so. I can do okay, so I fixed it, but it's not ideally what I want on this page. Because the dot pattern will be... Oh, I don't want to do that. It's just not right. It's not right, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, so... Go fix it now. Duplicate layer. That one's gotta go there. And then we gotta duplicate it again. Duplicate that one. Put that one there. Now we get to go have fun. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so. Because I'm crazy and I have to make sure everything matches perfectly. Okay, so we are at overlay 50% on this one. Okay, select all. Let's just go ahead and put overlay 50% on this. 50%, so I can make sure it's all set up correctly. Okay, so I don't need... What don't I need here? So what do I actually need out of all of this? Get rid of that. Let's get rid of that for the moment. Okay, so this is currently set up, but it's all shifted incorrectly. If I get rid of this, that's why. Okay, because I have the two characters behind it, I had to make a separate layer so that these dots go with that. Okay. Okay, so this one's easy to fix. This one should be very easy to fix. We don't need... This one should be overlay 50%. Okay, so that should be fine for that one. Go ahead and get rid of that. Okay, yeah, that one is the entire top half. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so how do I want to do this? How can I do this? And that's what I'm here for, Dado style video. Yeah, I think that'll be, yeah, because you guys can all be in Discord with me and watching the stream too, and then you can be telling me what I need to delete and get rid of. I literally should just get rid of any duplicates that I have of stuff that's not the new weapons is what I should get rid of. Like, and I don't really use any different armor, because a lot of that has to be in the new sets anyways because of that one mod. There's just I just pigeonholed a bunch of stuff because I was like, oh, this could be good and I like this, like, or ones that I used for a long time that were really fun. Then I would put those away because something else came in and was better, or it definitely needs some cleaning for sure. Okay, so I should be able to, if I want to do this, I think I got lucky. These can all disappear. Oop, those are good. Oh man, it just barely sticks out over there, but I think I can get away with not having those. That one I might have to keep. That one I might have to keep. Okay. I have to keep that one. We could just get rid of it because nobody's going to see it. Yeah, I think I got fairly lucky with that one. Cool. Ooh, I got lucky on this one too. On most of it. Get rid of that. Get rid of these ones. Yeah, I've got a couple here that are problematic. Oop, nope, I got a whole row of them. Okay, that worked. This one is not going to work because each one is a different size. Okay. These ones all have to be done individually.
I also need to figure out where I can get a version of that kinetic glaive, because I don't have any kinetic glaives on me at all. When I was thinking about that, I was just like, oh, I need one for that mode that we've been playing. And then I could have run a legendary bow instead. Or not a legendary, a energy slot bow. Instead of running an energy glaive. They're fine. Okay. All of these that are problematic. I did get lucky where I didn't have any that were cut off by the rounds on the outside corners, so I did get lucky there a little bit. Those go through, so that's fine. The only one that goes through. Okay, cool. I think I fixed it. I think I have one problem though. Who's the what? He's posing for the camera? Oh yeah, he's been stuck like that for a little bit. Sometimes he will. Found another loop of them. He saw you, so now he's following you. Like a little kid. Mom, Bob, Bobby. Yep, there it is. Okay, I think that fixed it. I'm happy. I should be happy with the results now. There was one issue, that's right. I was in the middle of fixing something when I saw something else. That guy. Which layer is that on? This one? What do I want to do here? That'll work. Okay, let's check the other side. No, good. Hidden.
Sunny_Ruth says save your work.
Thank you, Sunny. I will save my work. Pardon me. Let's go ahead and export that, and we'll check it into our template. That is 27. Export, please. Boom. Relink that. 27. Okay, better. Yeah, we want to push them out from the center just a little bit, from the seam in the middle. Just a little bit. Not a lot of it. Just a little bit. Here. We could shift everything over a little bit on that one too. Let's save that. We want number 28.
Let's go ahead. We need. Don't need those. Let's just delete that. Delete. We don't need those. Just delete that. Just clean up our files a little bit here. Don't need that. Let's just unlock those. Select all. Shift over a little bit. Let's do that. It's 28. Place. Okay. Relink. 28. There we go. Place. Boom. Just a little bit. This one's fine. Doesn't need much movement on. Doesn't need any movement on there. 29. Already did that one. That one's fine. Probably 31. I need to do a little bit of an adjustment there. Okay, so which one is which? That's that. That one doesn't move. Okay, don't mess with that one. Everything else. Let's get rid of the green because we don't need it. It can be locked. Select all. This one's actually going to get a little bit smaller. Okay, that should work. File save. Pardon me. Let's export that. Okay. One. Yeah. Cool. Now we have a nice little buffer in between, so things are going to work out a little bit better across the board. Yay. Okay, cool. We did it. Make sure all of these are embedded. Yep. I didn't think I needed to do that many adjustments today, but here we are. We did have to do a bunch of those. Cool. Let me look at my... Okay, so we're still up in the air with number 2. Number 3 is still a little up in the air. I think 11 I'm good with now. Move these all over. These are all completed. 18. Which one's 18? Is this one down here. Oh, that's right. Hey Dreamer, question for you. On this punctuation, this is something that Grammarly said I needed to do. This box is mysterious, and then they have, I don't even know what you would call it, type of punctuation. A colon? The semicolon? Dot comma? I don't know. Yes, it's a dot comma, yes. That's a colon? Okay.
Means you have two.
Because he says, this box is very mysterious. So it could have a period instead. Okay. I might do that. I don't like the semicolons very much. To me, they seem confusing. Especially for a kid's book. So let's go ahead and put a period there, which means we need to capitalize there.
Okay, yeah, better. Semicolons, colons, those always threw me for a loop when I was a younger reader trying to figure out English language, so I don't want to fuck with those. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and just relink that one. That was 18. 18. Nice. Wait, did I not? I save this one. Export. Place. Okay. Some files are missing or modified in the links panel. Would you like to update them now? Sure. Confused what I've done here. There we go. Sheesh. I wonder why that was being weird. Okay. 18. That one's good. And then 23. 23 was our... Right, which I did fix that one. I'm happy with that. Yeah, I'm good. Cool. I think that besides page 2 and 3, I think that gets me just about no more adjustments. Everything should be pretty much ready to go from here. Yeah, should be pretty good. Let me mark that off real quick. 18, yes, just 2 and 3 need a little love and help. Not a lot, just something. Maybe something. I thought about putting like a little mini box or something down over here. Might be able to, let's play with it a minute and see what we got. Which boxes do I have available to me? Got a whole bunch of little ones. Ooh, I know what I can do. Let's do... I have an idea finally. Something sneaky. Sneakified. Bada sneaky. Okay, so let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. That at the moment, just keep our base box here. Yeah, I'm gonna keep all of that other stuff at the moment. Let's squish this down. Squish this one down a little more. Yeah. That is what I wanted. Yay, I figured it out. It took me a while, but I got to figure it out. Yeah. Yeah. Do I want to take this one? Oh, I didn't want to do that. I want to do, this is multiply, just a multiply? Okay, it is a multiply. I think I'm on to something here. Okay. Maybe something like that. Maybe I don't do this. Do I want... I want to grab this. Nope, that is not what I wanted. That. Something like that. Question should be the other direction. Select all, object, reflect. Yeah, I think it needs to be that way. Man, it's really... It's almost too much, too three-dimensional. We might need to simplify it. What color is that? That's that color. Well, let's put that. Okay, no. Let's go here, here. Let's copy that one. There we go. Really like second guessing a bunch of this right now. Let's pull this. Copy down here. Put that there. Turn. Okay, better. You know what? I might want to make that white instead. Ooh, I don't know if I like the white. Nope. I do think I want to make... Am I on the right one? Oh, it's two pieces. Okay. That's why. That's worse. Sometimes you never know. You never know what it is that is going to work. That's why sometimes you just have to play with what you got going on. Go from there. Let's see. Do I want a solid on this? Don't want white. Or no, I don't want blue. I want more closer to red or white. No, I don't want a color picker. Let go. I don't want you. Definitely don't want that. Put this on there. Let's make it negative 90? Nope, positive 90. Positive 90. Definitely don't want that to be black. But we do want it to be this color. Get rid of that. Okay. Feel better about that. Don't feel well this. Just straight drop that for the moment. Almost want those two to swap. Let's go grab that color real quick. Copy. Paste, return. Something like this. We're getting there. It's starting to look like what I want. This one's too dark now. This one also isn't dark enough. Now it's the wrong color. Shoot. Better. Yeah, maybe something like that. I could put the shadow maybe partially on that box too. From his tail. Because it kind of is in that little loop there. Let's see what we can do with that. Copy. New layer, paste. Let's see. Nope, a little further back. Yeah, it would just be like that corner bit. Something like that. Let's see, we want to do and this is just a multi-level. Okay, cool. We want to we don't want to we want to intersect. We don't want to delete it out of there. We want to create. We want to trim. Divide it. Let's see. This is a multiple. See if this works real quick. Yeah. I did it right. Multiply. Yes, I did. Would be something like that. So we've got our shadow on there. We can actually put a continuation shadow on here as well. Connect those two things. This would be a multiply as well. I mean, it would kind of look like that. I don't know if that's necessary. It definitely gives it more three-dimensionality. Meh. I don't think it's 100% necessary. Yeah, I don't like it. What don't fix it? Let's go 60. Yeah, maybe something like that. It needs a little bit more spread. Let's put that back at 50%, so it's nice even. Okay, there we go. We could have a little fun with it. What do we want to do here? What do we have back on book 2? Aha, we do. Me. That, don't save. Let's go ahead and put that on its own layer. Get rid of this stuff. Let's do recolor artwork. We should be able to hue and saturation. Let's get rid of all the saturation. Yeah. This is the brightness. Can we take out all of the color? Can generative recolor do anything for me? No. Okay. Color picker. Don't want that. What do we get for advanced options here? Oh, that's right. We can pick each one individually. We want just grayscales. Ugh. Too dark. Reset. No, that was better. Okay. The only thing that I need to do with it is there's an effect. It's the warp? No, it's a distort. No. Transform. Free distort. Let's actually group that together so we can actually see it. Free distort. There we go. We want it to be... Something like that. Okay, can we recolor it again? Okay, it's already full drop down for that. Okay, so everything else needs to be done by hand here. Let's do white. Yeah. Okay, so let's do similar white. Let's make this gray though. It's not the right one. Okay, that one needs to be white, and then we'll gray it. Good if I did it right. White. With the gray. There we go. Better. What do I have going on here? Okay, so those are white. Okay, that's fine. This one, white, gray instead. Fine. White, darker gray. Guess I should have done this before I actually manipulated and bent the whole thing around. Oops. That's okay. Let's see. Group. What am I looking for? This one, white, gray. This one, white to. That's gray. That's right. Oh, that's right. I gotta press that button. Press that button. White to a little bit gray. And then there's a. That's not it. It. That is one of them. Let's just make that white for now. Let's make that one white as well. Make that one white. Probably not the best pathway for that, but that's okay. That one's already white. Okay. Yeah, that should work. Something along those lines. want it to be small and slightly noticeable, but okay, let's go back to 100%. So this is the size it would be. Might have to make it a little bit bigger on the box. Screen, color dodge, overlay, soft light, hard light, difference, exclusion, hue, saturation. And this is none of those. We don't want anything. Okay. The only one that was interesting was darken or multiply. I would have to add some more color to a couple of these. Okay, we've got a little bit of time left. Little gray. A little bit more. Oh, I didn't do it. Butt sniff. Okay. More. Just a smidge there. Yeah, maybe something like that. Kind of getting the idea down here. All right, so I'm gonna try to see if I can get this last little bits here figured out. I need to add something behind it to give it a little extra boost on that top part. Might be able to do that real quick. Don't know what that's gonna look like quite yet. Range, send to back. I don't want that. Something like that. Something like that. All right, folks, we've got about 45 seconds until our last ad break here. I think I've got this one way far out there. There we go. Yeah, something like that. It needs a little bit of playing, but we're getting there. I'm almost there. So I'm going to pause right here for the moment. We're going to take that break. We'll actually check on our assistant, who is not currently in his position. So we'll just check on the puppers and see if she's outside.
yeah, we'll take that break and then we'll come back and then we are going to roll up our show for the afternoon. So stick around and we'll be right back. All right. Welcome back. Welcome back from our break there. I'm trying to decide real quick. I want to duplicate this real quick. Duplicate. I'm trying to do one last thing before we end here. If I can. Just get rid of those two things. I think I can make something like that work. Representative of our little diamond shape here, but I need to do some kind of border around it to give it the actual look that it needs to have. Let's see, let's expand that appearance.
That's too far. I think I might be biting off a little bit more than I can chew at the moment. What I thought was going to be real quick. Could possibly be a quick change. I don't think it's going to be a quick change here. Okay, well, I'm gonna work on this later. See how it goes. Yeah, I think we're pretty close with what I want right there. But yeah, let me do a couple things. Let me double check. Let's go ahead and save this real quick. I'm actually gonna pull up the stream. See how many people we've got in here. We've got one in here. We got one. Okay. Nope, we're just gonna end our stream for the day then. As I say, if there was still a couple people in here, I was going to see about raiding. But we just have one. So thank you, Sunny, for coming in here. Thank you, Weird Mr. Alex. Thank you, Bryce. Thank you, Dreamer. Thank you, Miss Mac. Who else is in here? Saku was in here. Thank you for coming in for your first time. I appreciate it. I will be back on Wednesday working on some more of the stuff. We're getting pretty close. Depending on how it goes, I might go through and buy my ISBN and my barcode tomorrow. So when we get here on Wednesday, I can start putting together the last bits for the cover. So we will be dang close on a bunch of different things. So I'm hoping to get that done. I realized I was going to try to maybe do it on the stream today, but it gives away too much of like my personal information with my address and everything else on their Boker website. So I was like, dang, I can't do that. Like that would suck too badly. So maybe someday. No, probably not. Anyways, yeah, that's the plan. I will be here on Wednesday. It will be a shorter stream. It'll only be 2 hours long because I have go pick up my daughter early on that day. So, but yeah, is there anything else we've got coming up? We are in February now. I do have my first event of the year coming up on February 22nd. If you do live in the Reno, Tahoe, Carson City, Sparks area, and you would like to come and visit with me at the Nook and Cranny Book Wagon pop-up shop here in Reno, Nevada, please check out their website. They have information on how to buy a ticket if you would like to purchase a book from me, have me sign it. There's going to be a reading. I think you also get a stuffy, and I'm also working on a coloring page to give away with that as well. So definitely, if you're interested and you have little ones that want to come and check that out, please come. That would be lots of fun. I would appreciate it a whole bunch. It's a small little event, a little small venue. So we're trying out the ticketed method because we can't have too many people there at one time. We're lined up like a mile outside kind of thing. And it's the first attempt at this. So depending on how it goes and what what everything looks like, who knows? Maybe it might get bigger. Maybe we'll do more stuff there. I don't know, but that's what we've got going on. So yeah, I will see you all on Wednesday. Have a good, I was gonna say rest of the week, but hopefully I'll see you on Wednesday. Have a good rest of your Monday. There's a new episode of Game Changer out on dropout.tv, so go watch that. It's probably going to be really, really funny. I know we're going to watch it as family tonight, but
Yeah. But have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.